Hi everyone, good afternoon from Vienna. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Making It in Austria. My name is Adela Milch-Janic and I will be your host today. And today I have a great pleasure to introduce you to Alma Ribanovic, who is our guest today. Welcome, Alma.
Hi, Adela. Hi. Happy to be with you.
Yeah, we are happy to have you and very much looking forward to hear your story. So let's start with a short introduction from your side.
Alma Ribanovic, I'm 38 years old now already. I originally come from Zagreb, from Croatia. I was born and raised in Croatia, but have been living and working in Austria for the last around 11 years. Currently, I live in Vienna, although I have lived in one small city in Klagenfurt, in Austria called Klagenfurt. But in the last 7 years, I've been living in Vienna. My professional background is more from the financial industry side. So I have been working for banks and insurance companies for more than 14 years altogether. I hold a bachelor's degree in business economy and finance, master's degree in project management, and MBA degree in marketing and sales. What else should I say about me? I'm a passionate crossfitter, so I love going to my training, which is unfortunately impossible now, and I love traveling. So this is shortly about me.
Perfect mix. Alma, would you like to tell us a little bit more about your work? So what is that you do on a daily basis?
I work for GrECo. GrECo is a risk and insurance management consultant. We are headquartered in Austria and we are present in around 16 countries with around 1,000 employees. If I would tell you my official job title, this is Group Practice Leader Affinity, which sounds a bit, oh my God, what is this? But it's actually very easy to explain. Responsible for the group-wide development of B2B2C business in GrECo countries. What is B2B2C business? Just shortly to explain. So we, as a risk and insurance management consultant, together with our insurance partners, we develop certain solutions, insurance solutions. And these solutions we then offer to our partners, or we acquire new partners who then sell it to the end customer. So I will give you an example to make it easier to understand. Last year in Austria, we have developed a very interesting and very innovative bike insurance product. And this bike insurance product we are now offering to bike retailers and bike manufacturers who can then sell it to you and me, so to the end customer, who is a private individual. So this B2B2C business we call affinity business. This is how we usually call it in the insurance industry. And affinity is nothing more than a business model of offering and selling insurance products via alternative distribution channels. So I think you and me and even our parents, they're used to when you want to buy insurance, you go to the insurance company and you buy. But actually what we are doing now is to offer insurance where the demand is seen. So for example, when you buy a bike, let's come back to the bike product. When you buy a bike, there is the demand that you insure this bike immediately. So we want at the point of sale where the bike is sold to sell you also the insurance product, the bike insurance product. This would mean that we are developing cooperations with unusual insurance distributors like supermarkets, energy companies, different retailers. So we are looking the ways how to come to the customers in a much easier way to sell insurance.
Out of curiosity, when does it make sense to insure your bike? If it's like 1,000 euros, 2,000 euros?
Well, usually what people do, they insure their bikes when they are above 1,000 euros. But we have solutions also for cheaper sums, which is very relevant for children bikes. So if you have a child, you can also insure it, because it can happen that the bike is accidentally damaged or something. So we offer also insurance for that. So we offer a wide range of insurances for a wide range of bike prices.
Thank you. So that I was asking for a friend who has a great bike or used to have, and it was stolen. Not just her bike, but the bikes from the whole street, basically, just recently.
Yeah, the thing is that the statistics of stolen bikes is rising, and this is why we have actually developed this product to help the customers protect their assets. And usually when we are trying to figure out which kind of insurance product we would like to develop, we try to see what is going on the market, what is the demand of the customer, and based on that, we develop the product.
Good to know. Alma, tell us a little bit about your way to Austria. Maybe you want to start with Klagenfurt and then how you moved to Vienna. So from Zagreb, you said that you're coming from Zagreb.
Yes, I'm coming originally from Zagreb. Actually, it was not that bad. You know, it was not that I was like looking for a job to come to Austria. I was just one day searching on the job recruitment site in Croatia, and I just saw that that the bank Alma, which I used to work for, is advertising for a position in Klagenfurt. And then I was like thinking, okay, let me just apply, you know, doesn't mean that I will get the job. And actually I got it. And I was like, okay, should I really move to Klagenfurt? Because before that, I never heard about Klagenfurt. For me, it was something totally new. And then I Googled it, and then I saw, okay, Klagenfurt has 90,000 inhabitants, you know. Do you really want to go from Zagreb, which has like almost 1 million, to Klagenfurt, which has 90,000? And I said, okay, let's give it a try. I will go. So I came to Klagenfurt. I was working for a bank, as I said, and I stayed there for 3 years. And after Hypo Bank, I moved to Vienna. I was working for an insurance company, Unica, for 6 years. And just recently, 1 year ago, I have transferred to GrECo. So I've been in Vienna for around 7 years. But I definitely, I have to say, I feel Austria is my home. So when I go to Croatia, I say I'm going to visit my mother. But when I come back to Austria, I say I'm going home. So I definitely feel at home in Austria.
So how was this trip from Zagreb to Klagenfurt? You said from a big city to a small one, different language, different culture. So did you speak German before that?
Yes, I spoke German, and this was really so helpful to me. I have to say that I learned German in Croatia before coming to Austria. I learned it for 9 years. And I even went to grammar school where German was one of the top five subjects. So we had like, I think, 4 hours of German lessons per week. So it was really a lot. And I have to say, at that time, our German professor, she was really tough. She was really strict. And I was like thinking, okay, this woman hates us really, because she was putting so much pressure that we have to learn German. But now I'm so grateful to her that, you know, because it was so much easier for me to come to Austria and to speak German and to be able to have conversation with people. So I'm really very thankful to her for putting so much pressure on me. But how was it? It was not easy. Definitely, it was not easy. I have to say that my company at the time helped me with everything, with the visa, with all the papers, with everything, with even the apartment. They gave me the apartment for a few months to live there. So from that point of view, it was not such a problem for me. Also, ex-Yugoslavian community in Klagenfurt, especially in Hypo Adria, was very strong, very big. So when I came there, you know, immediately I met, I don't know, 20 people whom I could talk to, who had the same problems as I did, because they had to came to a different country. So I have to say that the transition was not so difficult. I have to be honest. The most difficult thing, as it is always, is to get used to the new culture, to new people, to understand how they think, how they work, how they operate. And the most difficult thing was to get used to the fact that the shops are closing at 7 p.m. This means that if you did not buy anything until 7 p.m., bad luck. But otherwise I have to say everything was fine. And moving from Klagenfurt to Vienna, this was also a bit of a change, actually a big change, because moving from a small city again to a big one. But I'm so happy here now, so I got used to it very fast.
That's really nice to hear. Really nice to hear that you had that kind of smooth transition. Maybe going along that way, what would you recommend to people who are considering to move to Austria from abroad? So what would be your kind of 3 tips?
My 3 tips. What I say to every person trying to find a job is to be persistent. So if you're being rejected once, twice, 3 times, whatever, just don't give up. For sure, there is some position that you will be able to find. And I think that with persistency, for sure, people can manage it. The second thing is that people need to blend in. So once they are in Austria, they need to assimilate to the country. I know a lot of people who have been working and living in Austria for years, but not willing to learn German language. And I think this is crucial. You need to show somehow that you accept the culture, that you accept the country, that you accept people, and at the end, you need to conversate with them, and this you can do only if you speak the language. And the third thing that I would like to recommend to people is, let me think about it. Now my brain is blocked, but definitely this, to be persistent and to try to blend in.
To learn the language, it's definitely a benefit. And I also get many questions from people who are considering to move here, and what I tell them as well is to see the job market, to see your skills and expertise and what you have been trained for, if that has can be mapped to the Austrian market, and especially if you as well your degree. So if your degree is recognized here, or you have to take additional classes or whatever it needs to be, I think that needs to be really clear, so that you don't have surprises when you come here and say, oh, my diploma is only, I don't know, 50% recognized here. I need to start from scratch.
Definitely. Yeah, and one more thing also, prior to coming to Austria, definitely networking. Networking is extremely important, because you never know if you could, if you know the right person, that you could at the end up in Austria. So this was my third thing that I wanted to mention.
That's a really good point, Alma, because I'm coming to the to networking, importance of networking, building relationship, and mentoring as well, if you have one. And both of us, we are alumna from the very executive academy. We both did an MBA here in Vienna, and we realized, so we have a strong network within the executive academy, and I believe yourself has as well, because you are not on a high position. You're meeting the people on a daily basis. So do you see any difference, from Zagreb, how important relationships are, or here in Vienna, or is more or less the same? And how do you build your network? So how do you focus and prioritize?
So I would say it's more or less the same, because networking in every country, I would say it's the same, and it's very important. It's of high importance, I think, for every successful person. For me, I do a lot of personal meetings. So I try to meet people. I try to talk to them, go out with them, go for dinner, for coffee, whatever. Try to get to know the people. This is unfortunately not so much possible now in Corona times, but I'm very active on LinkedIn. I try to connect to people from different areas, different industries, because it's not that you can have use of some person, but it's the fact that you can maybe build a relationship, and you can maybe build some partnership as well. And I have seen from the connections I have on LinkedIn, where I just did some cold connections, that at the end it turned out to be a successful partnership, which I benefit from and which this person benefits from as well. So I would say to the people, when it comes to networking, don't be shy. don't be shy. Just try to approach somebody, be it via phone, be it via LinkedIn, be it via ever other social media. Don't be shy, be persistent, and just do it. And because at the end you have nothing to lose. This person can just say, okay, I don't want to have anything to do with you. Fine, I tried, and this is fine. Yeah. Otherwise, I also try to be involved in different conferences. Try to be part of different communities, which now unfortunately also is not so possible in person. But yeah, I try to mingle with different people as much as possible.
Follow-up question: do you have a mentor, or did you have a mentor in your career?
I had a mentor when I started in Austria. I had a mentor in Hypo Bank. I had a mentor also in Unica, and I had a mentor when I joined GrECo as well. For a certain time period until I got used to everything. Yes, so I had a mentor for some time.
And you would recommend to people, or it was beneficial for your career, right?
Yes, definitely. I would, because you can find out certain things which you don't know. You can find out certain things that are beneficial, and I think mentor is the best person to tell you what and how to do. So yeah, especially if this is the person who has been a long time living and working in Austria, who knows how the country functions, who knows the laws. So I would definitely recommend having one.
Alma, before we wrap up and I ask what you read, is there anything that we have forgot to mention and you would like to emphasize?
No, so come to Austria. Austria is really a great country. Vienna is absolutely amazing. Our public transport is great. And yes, this is all. I think there are a lot of job opportunities for people, for educated people who would like to develop their careers, who would like to develop themselves. So I would definitely invite people to come to Austria.
Thank you, Alma, for the spirit and the insights. Before we wrap up, tell us what you're reading or what you would like to recommend our viewers.
Oh, when it comes to reading, I'm a bit here quite, I would say, special or different, because I usually I usually read two different books parallelly based on my mood, So if I'm in the mood to read something maybe from a specialist literature, I always have something that I read over the weekends, to relax my brain a bit. So from a specialist literature, currently I'm reading The Future is Coming Faster Than You Think. It's a very interesting book that shows actually and that talks about how technology is disrupting not only our job and our business, but also our daily lives. And I would definitely recommend it to everybody. And on the other side, on a relaxing side, I like to read a lot of biographies and autobiographies from professional sportsmen. And I'm currently reading the Mamba Legacy from Kobe Bryant. I think it's very interesting, and I would also recommend it to everybody.
Thank you, Alma. I've noted it down. I will definitely link it in to our channel, so what you're reading, and as well your contact details on LinkedIn so that the people can connect with you. Thank you once again for being our guests on this lovely Friday afternoon. I wish you all the best, and we stay in touch.
Yes, thank you, Adela. Thank you very much. All the best.
To all of our viewers, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and if you know someone who would be a great guest for us, please let me know. You can also contact me on LinkedIn, or you can just drop a comment and I will pick it up from there. Thank you all. Have a great day and talk soon.
Bye-bye.